When women win, we all win. When women become strong, Pakistan becomes strong. Entrepreneurship and work readiness. If we look at Pakistan, we have only 24% women in our workforce. Bangladesh, our neighbor, has 40%. So we've got to change this because no country in the world has progressed without women's participation. Circle is a tech non-profit. We work nationally. We work on women's economic empowerment. So I'm sharing this story because I think everything starts with belief. 10,000 women on this tech platform. So if women have any queries, they need access to a mentor. जो आप सूरत हाल देखते हैं, जो आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग करते हैं, फिर जब आप पढ़ने वापस जाते हैं तो you have real life. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sadaffe Abid. I'm the founder and CEO of Circle Women Association. Circle is a tech non-profit. We work nationally. We work on women's economic empowerment through digital literacy, technology, entrepreneurship, and work readiness. If we look at Pakistan, we have only 24% women in our workforce. Bangladesh, our neighbor, has 40%. So we've got to change this because no country in the world has progressed without women's participation, and that is the goal that I am championing, and particularly advocating for access to internet and digital literacy for women. So if I look back and think about my own journey, I grew up in a military family. We were posted in Kharian or Shera. I went to government schools all my life. And it was only in 7th grade when my father got posted to Islamabad, I joined Beacon House. And then we moved to Lahore. My mother's side of the family is from Lahore. And I went to Lahore Grammar School. Then I went to Canade. And at Canade, where did I spend most of my time? It was around the canteen, eating samosas and doing gup shop with my friends. So I was a good student, but I wasn't necessarily an amazing student. But then my best friend was going abroad, and we all get inspired by our best friend. So I spoke to my family and I said, I want to go abroad. And my dad said, you're too young, America is very far away, बहुत different है, तुम masters के लिए जाओ, अभी ना जाओ. And somehow I didn't give up. And I had what was my first courageous conversation. It was tough convincing my dad. Then one of my khalas came in and said, let her apply. And then my father said, कि अच्छा ठीक है, अगर scholarship मिली तो you can go. So I applied to 15 different colleges, and Mount Holyoke, which happens to be a women's college, gave me almost full scholarship. So I ended up outside Boston, traveling as a 19-year-old, first time to the US. And I ended up having a great time. And I, studied history, Italian Renaissance, I studied religion. But like a good Pakistani girl, I stayed on the path and I majored in economics and international relations. I came back, many of my friends were going to the Wall Street, but I was very keen to come back to Pakistan, make a difference over here. So I came back and I met Shahid Kardar Saab, who's also been the former State Bank governor, a renowned economist, and I started working with him in his consulting at Systems. And this got me to go to places in Frontier, in Balochistan, slums of Rawalpindi, Bahawalpur. And even though I had, a simple life, but I had not seen poverty firsthand. And it was quite a shock to my system to see that majority of the people in my country, how they live. And we did studies of schools, and I found these private schools which had, small rooms, very poor ventilation, और उसमें बच्चे भरे हुए हैं, हवा साफ नहीं है. Even the best of teachers can't really teach over there. So उसके बाद I felt कि I'm not really making a difference. I'm writing reports, I'm giving analysis. So I took his advice, and he told me there's an organization starting out called Kashf. Why don't you go and meet them? That's how I became part of the Kashf founding team. I really liked the mission of financial access for women. Kashf was in those days on Ferozpur Road in 2 small rooms. I joined the team, I became the 7th team member, and I started going out in communities and talking about access to finance for women. I ended up then spending 12 years with Kashf, and I became the chief operating officer, and later 3 years I was the CEO. So it was very exciting to lead an organization, to contribute to its development. By the time I left, we had grown from 7 team members to nearly 2,000 team members, and we had grown from 100 clients to 300,000 clients. We had dispersed $200 million with a 99% repayment rate. So women had proven that they didn't need charity, they didn't need handouts. They were using these loans for developing micro, small businesses and returning them back on time, and then investing the money back in education, nutrition, healthcare for their families. So it was very exciting to be part of such an organization and have a commitment to social change and empowerment. Then I basically thought I must do my master's. I'd already given up a scholarship through the British Council, which was the British Chevening Scholarship, because I was so excited about my work that I was doing at Kashf, and Kashf had offered me to be a chief operating officer. So I actually ended up saying no to the scholarship, and I still remember the British Council people calling me up. One day I got a call and they said, "Are you Sadaffe Abid?" And I said yes, and they said, "We wanted to confirm that you wrote the letter to British Council, because we've never received such a letter." So I made sure that when I said no, I said it in time so the scholarship doesn't go to waste. But it was a tough decision, but I learned so much by staying on, and that's the message I also give to young people, that it's really important to get practical work experience, because जो आप challenges देखते हैं, जो आप सूरत हाल देखते हैं, जो आप problem solving करते हैं, फिर जब आप पढ़ने वापस जाते हैं तो you have real life experiences that you can bring back. So if we fast forward this, basically after Kashf, I was like, I got involved in one small venture, but then I thought I must do my master's, because अब मैं नहीं करूँगी तो फिर मैं कब करूँगी. And I met Professor Asim Khwaja, who's Pakistan's first tenured professor at Harvard University. And he said to me, "Sadaffe, why don't you apply to Harvard?" And I was like, "Really? Harvard?" And he said yes. And I went through the applications, did the whole round of it. And I remember I kept imagining, because I really wanted to go for my master's, I kept imagining I'm at Harvard and I'm loving it. And I loved the film 3 Idiots. And usme jis tarah Amir Khan is sitting in the classroom and he's got a big grin on his face, I'd imagine I'm also at Harvard in the classroom loving it. So of course I had to work hard and do all the paperwork, but then one day I got an email and it said, "Sadaffe Abid, you've been accepted into Harvard." So that was super cool, and I still remember when I went down, told my family, my mother said, "How will you go? Where will the money come from?" But I had this conviction it will happen. And eventually I ended up getting a scholarship from Harvard University. So I'm sharing this story because I think everything starts with belief. We have to believe in ourselves, and that would be another message to the audience who's listening, that you can go for anything that you aspire for. Think big, be ambitious, and especially to the young girls and the women, I would say, believe in your dreams, believe in yourself. Allah ne hame bahut salahiyat di hai, bahut abilities di hain, and we're not really using them, because society all around doesn't really say to women, say yes. Society is always telling us to be careful, to be not taking too many risks, to be not too adventurous, just stay on a straight path. But today's world is all about experimentation, it's about innovation, it's about change. So those were some of the lessons. And then basically post Kennedy School I set up Circle. And Circle is about women's empowerment through technology and entrepreneurship. And we have now got a network of 30,000 women that we have built across the country, from Chitral, Gilgit-Baltistan to Vehari, Khanewal. These are women who have set up businesses or are learning to set businesses and are growing enterprises, creating employment, generating livelihood. So that's super exciting to witness. We're also building a tech platform for women businesses, which is going to be very exciting, and we've already onboarded 10,000 women on this tech platform. So if women have any queries, they need access to a mentor, this platform is available for them. So this is another invite to all the women who are out there. You can go on social media, on Insta, and check out Circle's Baji. Baji is an elder sister, trusted confidant, and that's what we're offering to women in our country. If I sum it all, Circle now stands at 60 plus team members. We're working across the country, and every day at night, I sleep well because I'm excited about the work I do. When I wake up in the morning, I'm excited because I believe in this. And I think that's another thing. It's important to be passionate and believe in what you do, and to be resilient. It has not been an easy journey. Circle started from my dining table. 2 years I couldn't pay myself anything. There was no money coming in. And eventually when I had had my first funding, I still couldn't pay myself. So there are many challenges for entrepreneurs, and there are times when you question yourself, am I going to be able to do this? Am I crazy to be thinking about this? But it comes together if you're resilient, if you do hard work, and you build that community and allies. So thank you for this opportunity to be here, and I hope that for Pakistan and for the women of Pakistan, we will continue to invest in our women, and we will question the stereotypes, break the boundaries, and really celebrate the successes of women, because when women win, we all win. When women become strong, Pakistan becomes strong. Thank you.